Hey, this is Pat, and today we're checking out the Merlin Barton 2 jacket. Now, the Barton 2 is going to be aimed at riders that are battling the elements on their commutes to work, because this is going to be something that is aimed at the colder months of the year, something that has waterproofing built in that you cannot remove, as well as a 150-gram thermal liner built into there that you can remove. That's going to be a full sleeve liner, so really aimed at cold, wet weather riding or someone just out there battling the elements throughout the year. Although I will say there's not any direct venting on this one, so keep that in mind. It's not going to be something for the summer months, but might be in early spring jacket or a late fall, depending on where you live. And I think the styling is really reminiscent of the old ton-up styles from classic British racing. So I really dig it. I think they're using a cool Halley Stevensons wax cotton throughout, all matching with a lot of other features that we'll talk about in just a second. Let's start with sizing though. I got Norman on my left. He is 6'3", 220 pounds with a 44-inch chest, currently wearing a size large, which is giving him a nice tight fit. I think he could go up to an extra large if he wanted a little bit more space or a little bit more relaxed fit, or maybe the ability to add in, say, a heated liner underneath of all the other liners, but a large is fitting him spot on in a svelte styling. So keep that in mind when you're looking at the sizing chart. That would actually be one size down from what they typically recommend for his chest measurement. Comes in two colorways. This is the black version. There's also a brown version. Sizes are going to range from small up to 4 extra large too. So if you are someone who is a little bit more blessed in the chest area, you can take a look at Merlin's other options or take a look at this one just in those taller sizes. But let's start with the jacket, work our way through all the features, see if this is right for you. I mentioned it before. It is a Halley Stevensons wax cotton main construction. Really great hand to it. Really nice wax cotton. It's not overly waxy. It's something that doesn't leave much residue on your hand, but that's going to be able to repel a lot of the water. That's a 12-ounce system that's built in there. Starting up at the collar though, you do have a belt loop style collar, so it's actually a snap that loops back through. I'll go ahead and undo this a little bit just to have it open up there, and you can snap it open. You can tuck it away if you need to do so within these belt loop styles. Merlin does this with a lot of their jackets. It is a little bit more cumbersome, but what I will say, there's not going to be any rain, there's not going to be any air that's going to flow through there on those colder days. It's really going to block and protect your neck, which is extremely vulnerable in the riding position just because that's where it meets up with the helmet. So you do have a Velcro snap underneath there. Love that they put the aggressive part of the Velcro facing away from your neck, but then it's a soft micro fleece inside of the collar with a leather trim around the edge. About 2-inch tall collar, which is pretty common with touring or commuter styles that are battling the elements. Just going to protect the neck as much as possible. As we come down the shoulders, a little bit of accent stitching with a little bit of foam just to hold in place, but underneath of the shoulder and the elbow, you're going to be getting D3O LP1 CE level 1 armor in there. Now this is a hip. I just happen to have this handy on here, but it's going to be a shoulder and elbow specific pad in there. Really malleable, really soft. D3O is molecular armor that gets hard on impact, but the LP1 styling is very ventilated, so it's going to flow more air, allow that air to circulate inside of the jacket and exhaust out the back. So you get that at the shoulder, you get that at the elbow. Full wax cotton main construction at the sleeve. There's no stretch or anything. You do get a Velcro bicep adjuster just to really hone in the fit. If you ditch that full sleeve thermal liner that's in there, you can kind of pull it in a little bit tighter. And then again, nice little pre-curve to it. Not aggressive, not something that's straight arm that's you're gonna be fighting out there. Nice little pre-curve to it. You get a stash pocket at the forearm if you need to toss in some coins or your Easy Pass or a credit card, things like that. You have an easy stash pocket right there. And then a snap system with a zipper closure at the cuff. One thing I will call out is if you just flip this over, keep an eye out for these snaps. If you are someone that leans on their tank or lays on their tank at a red light or just when you're hanging out, keep that in mind. You might scratch your tank on there, so just make sure you're not doing that with the jacket on. You can go ahead and put your arm down. Looking at the chest, you do have a YKK main zipper that is brass, and so are the accent snaps over top. And then there's Velcro underneath there too with a gutter system. And I'll show you that when we open the jacket in a little bit. Really just keeping the water out of the inside of the jacket when you're going down the highway. The zipper at the main entry is usually where water gets in on most jackets, even if they are waterproof. So you want to make sure that you're protecting that, because again, this has a Reissa Waterproof liner that you cannot remove built into the entire jacket. So it's going to be waterproof. You're getting the wax cotton benefits on the exterior to help water bead off on that. And then you want to make sure you're protecting the most vulnerable part, which is the main zipper entry. Up at the upper chest, you do have 2 vents. Those go directly to the waterproof liner. Just allows that moisture to kind of evaporate out once the jacket is in rain. It helps it dry out a little bit. So you won't be feeling direct air, but you do have that going to the waterproof liner inside of it. Snap pockets up at the top with a fold over at the top. This is water resistant in my opinion. I wouldn't put any valuables in there. If you have anything like a cell phone, you get caught in a downpour, put it inside the jacket. It's going to be protected by the waterproofing inside there. You can add things in a quick splash or keeping water out just for if you're going through a puddle or something like that. but you don't want to trust it with your electronics inside there. But you get 2 at each side of the chest, and then you get 2 hand warmer pockets on each side with zipper closures as well. One thing I'll call out, they do have a garage down here for the zipper, so it's going to be something that it's going to be nice and secure. I wish they would have put these brass snaps, maybe hidden them away. That's again an area that can scratch the tank at the front of the jacket. Go ahead and turn to the side for me. Hit that riding position. I will call out too, overall minimal branding. There is a brand, a Merlin logo on the left bicep, but I will say really the black on black Merlin logo down here at the hip is going to be the only other pop out there. I really dig that they're not overly, screaming their name or making it a billboard for their brand. They're having it blend in because again, they're thinking about the commuters out there. 2 snap adjusters at the side so you can really hone in the hem of it, but just a wax cotton main construction down the side. You can turn to the back for me. At the back, you'll notice the accent stitching from the front at the collarbones, really accents across the shoulder blade area. No gussets or anything, just a wax cotton main construction, and you can see the outline of the foam that comes inside of that back protector pocket. You're gonna wanna replace that, add a real back protector in there. They just do that so you can get the fit right out of the box, make sure it's the right size with something holding the place of a back protector. Just make sure you're upgrading that yourself. One thing at the sides I'll call out at the back is exhaust vents down here. 2 exhaust vents, one on each side. That's again going from the waterproof liner. So it's going to have that air coming in the front at those 2 chest ones and help it just expel out the back of the jacket. Accent stitching at the rear with a little bit of foam underneath, and again another black on black Merlin logo blending into the drop seat. You can go and spin around and swing to the front. At the front you're going to notice while Norman's opening this, just the Velcro running down with the snaps, and again that gutter system built in, so the water is going to go, if it does make its way through there, it's going to go all the way out the bottom of the jacket instead of inside the jacket and making you wet and cold out there. Here's a great view of that thermal liner inside of it. A couple stash pockets built into it, as well as a Napoleon pocket on the left side. There's going to be a short connection zipper as well as a belt loop if you want to connect this up. But again, just mesh underneath there. If you're not running the full sleeve thermal inside of it, if it's a slightly warmer day throughout winter, you can ditch that liner. You still have mesh to help that air flow around inside of it, so you're not just cooking inside there. And then the Reissa Waterproof liner is between that mesh and the exterior Halley Stevensons wax cotton. You can go ahead and zip that up for me. So if you are looking for a jacket that has the classic British ton-up style out there, although riders back about 100 years ago when they were trying to hit 100 miles an hour, that's what ton-up means. You have this ability, you have the style here with the ability to fight the elements. You're getting waterproofing, you're getting a full sleeve liner in there, all with a CE level A rating. If you have any other questions though, click the info button. That'll take you over to the product page where you can read other rider reviews and see what other riders are saying about the all new Barton 2. If you still have questions after that, if you're confused on sizing, or if you're just trying to figure out which one is right in the Merlin lineup for you, give our customer service agents a call. They're all riders, happy to help you get set up on your next ride. I want to thank you for joining Norman and I and checking out the Merlin Barton 2 jacket. I'm Pat. I'll see you in the next video.